We'll start with Maciej Dziergwa from STX Next. Introducing Maciej.
Good afternoon. My name is Maciej Dziergwa. I'm the CEO and founder of STX Next, the largest Python software house in Europe. Our software house is mainly delivering Python and JavaScript development services, product design, mobile development, DevOps. We are on the market more than 12 years already, and we have more than 150 Python and JavaScript developers. I'm very proud to share with you our growth results throughout past years. This year, we are going to hit more than 300 people on board and more than 300,000 hours delivered, sold to our customers. Just a couple of weeks ago, we've been listed on Deloitte Fast 50 ranking with growth over 200% of revenue. You probably wonder how we managed to grow from almost 30 people in 2012 to 300 at the end of this year. Let me share a couple of strategies I believe that help us. First one, we decided to open offices in top biggest Python Polish cities that allows us to hire top engineers in the market. Then second, we aim into long-term partnership with our clients. Today, more than 70% of our revenue comes from the clients that work with us more than 2 years. And third, our policy is one team, one room, one client. We don't work remotely, and we don't use open spaces in our office. We believe that 1 + 1 in case of teams is more than 2. That's why our teams are located in one room and work with one client. That allows us to get full focus on our projects for our clients. And basically, that's it. I'm open to more questions and to chat with you later. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maciej. I'd like to introduce Karel Tlustak from ROI Hunter with the neck brace.
Hi. Hey guys, I'm Karel from ROI Hunter, and I would like to tell you where the tech is going. So you see all these companies here on the left-hand side, that it's a mess of all traditional tech companies that are trying to solve different niche problems. And that together creates big margin, actually. But the world is changing. On the right-hand side, you see two giants that are actually changing the world, that are changing the market. They are efficiently replacing their technologies. They are aggregating the inventory, and they would like to eat that margin. Welcome FaceConk and Googlezilla, our partners. So what do we do, basically, to actually solve problem? What we see as a problem as a marketeer, I need to manage ads separately in Facebook, in Google. I can't share the data. If I want to plug in my data, it's a headache. And this is something what we are solving for e-commerce companies. So basically, you give us access to your Facebook account, Google account. You plug in your feed or CRM or whatever data you have. And we feed that information into decision logic that is basically trying to find what products to promote where and how. But this is actually only half of the success. You need your ads to be appealing. And for this, we have Beautificator, an engine that is processing billions of products and that is basically creating beautiful images or videos and make sure that they are fitting and appealing on both Facebook and Google. Seems that both Facebook and Google like it, obviously, because finally they can eat that margin. And marketers love it as well. This is the growth that we have thanks to them, and we definitely want to continue in this. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Karel. Okay, Boyan Tanchev, coming up from Timio. TIMIFY.
Hi.
Thank you.
Hi, I was so busy preparing for the Web Summit that I kind of forgot to get an appointment with my hairstylist. I guess we've all been there. It's the kind of thing that makes you think, if only there were an app where you can put in haircut, when, where, and you get a list of options. Luckily, my talk today is all about a solution like that. Back in 2013, we created a scheduling ecosystem that works for any type of consumer out there. We wanted to create an appointment scheduling system that connects businesses and consumers in real time. And we wanted it to be cost-free, barrier-free, and anyone can use it. We split the... Oh, can you go to the next one? Okay, so we split our growth into 3 stages. In the first stage, we had the appointment booking platform for any kind of businesses available for everyone. In the second stage, we prepared 4 revenue streams. In the first revenue stream, we had a cross-platform app and enhanced functionality. And then in the second revenue stream, we have online payment as part of the booking process. Then we have a third revenue stream, a REST API for enterprises and multi-branch customers, and a fourth stream about the developer platform and third-party app marketplace for consumers. We're on the good way on our strategy. We have over 22,000 SMBs with an average of 100 SMBs a day. We're in 28 countries with 9 languages, and we have over 204,000 end consumers. We see the third stage of our growth as completing the circle of our ecosystem. We're currently working on a service marketplace for consumers, and since we're gathering so much data, it's the logical next step that we create we create automation and we create automation and machine learning tools for our app. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Boyan. And finally, Sachin Duggal from Engineer AI.
Sorry, I thought I was in the group before.
There you are.
Excellent. So I'm from Engineer.ai. How many of you thought about building a mobile app or a website or something, a tech dream? Where your answer? So bootstrapped, 50 million in revenue in the last 3 years. We built a human-assisted AI, as you can see, that will build your app dreams come true. And we're running a promo at Web Summit, 10,000 euros, any app, single platform. How did we get here? So one thing that we learned very early on, as I mentioned, we're bootstrapped, is the best capital you can get is the one that you don't pay for. And so we started with very humble revenue, and as we grew to about 23 million in revenue last year, you'll see the different stages at which and how we funded the business. So from the original $1 million that we put in, vendor financing, it's a term that in India we use a lot. In the Western world, it's not so seen. It's basically extending the amount of time before you have to pay your suppliers without them getting super irritated. And that allowed us to grow from $5 million of revenue to close to 22 million without having to raise cash. Bank debt, American Express is our best friend. And so a combination of using our house, using leverage, using cash flow, we were able to grow rapidly without having to go to VC. We are now going to VC with a projected revenue of $50 million this year. The second hack that really worked for us, and again, we've shown revenue and salespeople, is that it's very easy to just keep adding salespeople and I hope that it'll come through. But what we realized is that our channel partners, people most motivated for us to be successful, are a great way for us to acquire customers. So Amazon was our first, contributing to almost 30% of our new customers every month. Then we started working with design agencies and ambassadors. If you built an app with us or you used us for your cloud, you would go and tell a friend, and we would incentivize you for telling that friend. And over time, we've noticed that the partnerships that we've created really help us in being able to grow that revenue forward. And then the final was this pivot to exponential growth. So one of the things in our model is that we think we're going to build 100,000 apps in 2 years. As we build 100,000 apps, we realize that 80% of them have a set of common components: login, analytics, map view. But why should a customer have to pay for those? So we've created this 5-point agenda on how we can achieve scale and still deliver a 10,000 euro price. One of them is we don't hire engineers. We buy capacity from everyone else that sells engineers, and we get it at a discount because we get them for the peers in middle. The second is we don't do anything that's repetitive. If we have to do the same thing 10 times, we'll build something that does it for us autonomously, which sort of links to automation. The more we can use sophisticated and unsophisticated automation, so AI and not AI, means that we focus on where the human value is most important. And finally, partners. Our partners give us defensibility. For partners like Microsoft or Amazon, or even the design agencies, we have a lot of protection. And then finally, audience. Everybody tries to sell to enterprise. We sell to the dreamer, the 140 million people every single year that want to build an app, that want to engage in the economy. That economy is the digital economy.
Thank you, Sachin. Actually, just while you have the mic, I mean, your growth has been it's extraordinary. If you're going to hit 50 million, I saw you do the partnership with Web Summit, and I signed up that I want to try that. Are you doing something specific in terms of channel partners or marketing? Are you spending a lot of money, and where are you spending it to get to this kind of traction?
So if I told you that for the first 40 million of revenue, we spent $1 million. And 50% of our revenue was our channel partners, so we incentivized them. A part of that included our ambassadors. So we have lots of people that have built an app with us and then get $2,500 every time they recommend the next person. And then the other part was how we aligned our sales teams to be, the demand is generated at someone else's expense. Now that we've reached a scale point, we spent more of that 1 million, by the way, in the last 1 year.
Okay.
And now we did this promo of 10,000 euros. We got 1,000 people signed up to build a 10,000 euro app.
Yeah. Boyan, I've been seeing TIMIFY also, and I've tried it out, and I really like the scheduling aspect of it. Now you're also competing with calendar apps and whatnot. How are you out-competing and outgrowing the other calendar app competitors that you face in this marketplace? What are you doing better than they are?
Okay, so, well, we definitely have, we concentrate on the design and on the experience of our application. That's in terms of product development. Also, we're kind of a broad spectrum, so we don't cover just one single business providers, but all kind of businesses. And in order to get to what they need, we needed to prepare a numerous amount of features. So what we decided to do is to prepare an app marketplace where where different types of service providers can choose among the apps that they like to work with, and that's how we get to the broader message.
And you've raised 4 million euros.
5.2.
5.2 million euros.
Yeah.
And you're spending it on a combination of engineering and growth.
Well, yeah, that's true. We spend it mostly on growth at the moment, and of course on engineering. As I said, we're currently working on our like planning the third stage of our vision, and yeah. Yeah.
So, Karel, ROI Hunter is a company that actually helps companies grow. You are an expert in Facebook and Instagram marketing. You are and Google. How are you eating your dog food in a way to speak to be growing ROI Hunter as a SaaS company to the level that it's out competing your competitors?
So we try to listen to our customers as much as possible, and also partners, which is actually Facebook and Google. And just by basically fulfilling their needs, we are able to grow. Because the growth that you've seen was mainly organic, word of mouth. So currently we don't have really big structured sales. It's mostly that either Facebook or Google are recommending us.
Okay. Maciej, you employ 300 people in Warsaw, Poland, 150 engineers. You're now known around the world as the world's leading Python development shop. You're a Python powerhouse, as you say it yourself. That is an agency business. Margins are what they are. How are you growing a software agency to the level that it's getting kind of global awareness and notoriety that's leading to customers for you to work with?
So basically...
Louder. Speak louder, right? Really loud.
So basically what is important, many years ago I decided what not to do. So somebody asked me 10 years ago what will happen if Python will be not popular anymore. And today, 10 years later, Python is much more popular than it was in the past. We haven't done anything else. So focus on one technology was very crucial here. Then second is it's difficult even in Poland to hire so many engineers in one city. That's why I decided to branch out in many different biggest cities in Poland that allows us to scale up even faster. So I think these two things, the combination of two things, allowed us to grow in so competitive market today.
So basically, you timed it. You bet on Python at the moment. Karel, you bet on the importance for marketing using the channels of Facebook and Instagram and Google. Boyan, you bet on the convergence of calendars and scheduling. And Sachin, I mean, AI as a service as it relates to CTO services or engineering. I think the lesson, we're out of time, but the U4 panelists got into a space, it seems, at the right moment, and you bet big on growth, and you're seeing growth. So big round of applause for this panel. We'll bring one more up right now.